1. A love story between two people of the same gender. A. Featured scripture text. 1 Samuel 18:3-4. Then Jonathan made a covenant with David, because he loved him as his own soul. And Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was on him and gave it to David, and his armor, and even his sword and his bow and his belt. At 1. Jonathan stripped off his clothes and dressed David in his own robe and armor. It was not just a spiritual bond, but it became covenantal, for Jonathan made a covenant with David, because he loved him as his own soul. At 2. Here is the Bible bearing witness, a love story between two people of the same gender. At 3. David and Jonathan had the most remarkable friendship. It was so unique that many people have misunderstood it and made wrong interpretations about it. At 4. First of all, David and Jonathan did not have a homosexual relationship. It's sad to hear some people say that they had that wrong kind of relationship, because it's not true. At 5. It's clear that their relationship isn't a romantic type. If it were, the Bible would have condemned it the way it did the people of Sodom. But it wasn't. At 6. We only read there that Jonathan loved David as his own soul. Consider what Jesus said. Mark 12:31. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. At 7. This kind of love that Jonathan had for David was brotherly. 1 Samuel 18:4 tells us that he gave David what was his, signifying his love for David as his love for his own soul. There's nothing homosexual there, just good old brotherly love. At 8. Jonathan's love was not lust. It was the ultimate in sacrifice. He laid down his rights so his friend could be promoted. He opposed his father's self-willed ambition and instead affirmed that David should be the true king. Jonathan showed us all how to be a true friend. At 9. Again, at Jonathan's funeral, David declares that he loved Jonathan more than any woman. 2 Samuel 1:26. I grieve for you, my brother Jonathan, how dear you were to me. How wonderful was your love for me, better even than the love of women. At 10. David's comment that his friend's love was more wonderful than the love of women was not sexual. He was praising Jonathan's loyalty and brotherly devotion.